Hello. What are you doing? Excuse me. Time for you to have a bath? Would you like to have a bath with Mummy? Got to give you a good scrub. Look at that colour. Show everyone this as well, the colour of this. Goodness me. You're a dirty puppy, aren't you? Yes. Okay. Time to give you a good scrub. Like, what am I in for? You know this, don't you? What's this? What about your feet? Oh yeah. That's nice, isn't it, baby? Good boy. Where's Dad? Wow, you fully... Where is he? Oh. Excuse me. Come down here and you can find him. Where's Dad? Is he mowing? Where is he? Goodness gracious me. At least you're clean now. Oh, good boy. Who's that? Who's that? You're clean. I just cleaned you. Alright. This is the whippersnippering attire. Full length to avoid any injuries. So, let's go help the boy finish off the lawn. Came out getting changed after doing the garden, and my chain, I didn't even notice, it's actually snapped and it's on the middle of the floor. So I'm like, okay, well, the cross mustn't be far. I've just gone to start searching outside. I don't know if you can see there. Oh, thank goodness. Oh. I think it's time for a new chain. Do you want to go outside on the fresh grass? No, not that. That's not for you. Is that nice? You can see all the garden now. Oh, good boy. Oh, tricky one. What's happening over here? Hey, where's Daddy? Are you playing? I know. Looks like a wild dog.
Get him to run. Yes. Get him to run.
He's definitely like bigger than her. Like, she's leaner, but Spot. Is this what is required now? The treatment. Oh my goodness. What you got?
Hey, Steve and Tay here.
Hello. We wanted to interrupt the normal montage of clips because I guess I'm trying to keep it real as possible with our dog Spot. Obviously all the things that we post we see are very happy and very positive outlook on Spotty, and don't get me wrong, he is such a good boy. We love him so much, but I guess we wanted to be honest in terms of, I guess, letting you guys in as to the struggles that we've also been having, because it's not been easy.
No, it hasn't.
It's really, he's 9 months old, and I can't say that there's been an easy period of time since we've got him. It's gotten better and better though, but there are things that have carried over each and every month that with his growing size are also becoming very, very difficult to manage. And last night, I think the last clip that you would have seen was us setting up the tent and wanting to have, you know, a little camp out in the backyard. And there's a reason why there wasn't anything posted after that, is because it kind of turned pretty crappy. Yeah.
Spot was just acting out and he was just biting and launching, and we had suspicions a while ago that he is different compared to all the other dogs. We thought, okay, maybe we just need to train him better, like take him to puppy school and have a better approach to teaching him. But we've noticed a few signs and symptoms that makes him a little bit more unique. One example is he's very sensory to a lot of things, to smell, to sound, to light, to a lot of things like that. Yeah. We've had examples of trying to take him for walks, and he just would be all skits and like wigging out and just really in a panicky mode.
Like, we took him to puppy school when he was like 4 and 5 months old. He was the puppy in the class that he couldn't handle what was going on with 5 to 6 other puppies. He was very overstimulated, and the trainer just kept saying, you know, he's just over threshold, we'll just bring him back. that you train and they grow out of. But this is different. When Spot bites, it's almost like he's trying to, it's a switch that just flips in him, and he's trying to communicate that he can't handle what's going on. And it can be very distressing, because when you have a dog that you love so much that you just want them to listen to you, you just get so frustrated, and it's hard to contain your energy of not wanting to just smack them or tell them off, because you're like, well, this is hurting me and you're not listening to me. But in that state, we have tried positive reinforcement, we've tried like a punishment space, and nothing.
He doesn't respond to it. He just
has been well received, really.
He gets to the point where there's no turning back, and he has to find a safe haven in order for him to recuperate. And that kind of looks like just taking him home, putting him in the crate, and letting him to unwind and not have too much sensory things going on.
I mean, the crate, when we initially got the crate, we were hoping it to be somewhere he could sleep and be comfortable and have like that safe space when, you know, he was getting bigger and bigger, and we wanted him to sleep inside because we live in an area that is riddled with toads. So when he was younger, we didn't want to have him sleep outside, and unfortunately the lines have kind of been blurred, and we also, it was an easy space to use as punishment as well, or a timeout for him to go when he'd have lash outs and he'd launch. So that as well has created its own issues in trying to then get him into the crate when, say, we need to go, or when he has been naughty, or like as a bit of like just respite for us, because he's so big. He's 9 months old, and he's probably
36 kilos.
About 36 kilos now, and he has a full set of adult teeth now. So it does get to the point where you're covered in bruises. Like, I never like to wear things that really show my legs, because unfortunately the weight behind him, he can just create bruises so easily all over me and over Stephen, and it can be really disheartening.
It's very painful, and it sometimes we just feel like we lose hope with what we can do to help him, and just the amount of damage he does to us without remorse. It gives us a sense of, it feels like he's got a sinister background, but we know that it's not that. It's just he's just different. Like he can't cope like among like other dogs. So
like last night, it got to a point where it was very emotional. There's been lots of tears shed on my behalf over just his temperament, and when he gets like this, it gets to a state where it can't be controlled, and it's very upsetting because he won't stop. So he gets into a state where he will jump and bite us wherever he can kind of get, and he is so he's so fixated that he doesn't hear anything if we try to be calm, if we try to be statues, if we leave him. As soon as we go back out, he'll start again. Like there's nothing getting on his level, standing up, like nothing has been responded to. And when it gets to that last night, he got Stephen multiple times. I watched him, like he grabs the skin with his teeth, like he doesn't, I don't think the intent there is for him to want to do that. It's just a point of, I don't know, this behaviour that he gets to, that he can't control himself anymore. And it is quite scary, because in our eyes, he's not a dangerous dog 24/7. We know him. We know that he is capable of being so responsive and so good, but in environments that are safe for him, in environments that are familiar to him. And it's like, sometimes that can't be predicted in places like we go to a dog park. So there was clips yesterday that led on from before we went home, where we took him to the dog park, and we actually had to leave more or less within 10 minutes of being there, because unfortunately, a family brought all their young children along with their dog, and he was just very overstimulated by their squealing and patting and getting up all in his face. And he, with his weight, he's got no sense of social boundaries or knowing when to stop, and he like knocked this little boy over.
Yeah.
And the parents are really reassuring, but he's done it once before because he's just run, and he's just knocked a little kid over, and he doesn't understand social cues or things like that. And it's like, well, we don't want to put him in situations where he could potentially hurt someone or actually, like, you know. So, and you know, he had a dog that he'd never met before, so this dog he never met before, so there was already a lot of energy there. And then a dog that he did know was familiar came along, but it was I think it was already too late, so adding some more, I guess, into the mixture of him playing, he was just so overstimulated. So we tried to grab him back just to calm him down, and we were sitting with him, but he just turned to Stephen and started biting him, and we just had to go.
Yeah,
that was it. And when he gets like that, it's like embarrassing. We talk about him like he's our kid, because for us he is. He's very much our third child, and he has behavioural issues that we're experiencing at the moment. Not to compare him to a human, but like it's just as hard. Like sometimes we're not parents to humans yet, so he is our biggest responsibility. So having to manage this when we've never had a puppy before, especially with ones with such specific needs and behaviours, so it's really hard. It is really, really hard, because we know he's not a bad dog, but there's behaviours that we don't know if we're perpetuating, or we don't know if we're helping or hindering sometimes, and we've tried so many different things. So we're going out this morning to try and get a few things to create the crate as like a more safe and desirable space for him, because sleep is really, really important for him. And I think when he gets to the stage of biting and launching, it's usually because he's overtired or overstimulated. So if he's not getting the right sleep, that's a big one. So and after last night we were up very late. So he was a bit out of sorts this morning.
With all this happening, it's inspired us to do a bit of research of what it is, why he's in that way. And it's led us to believe that he has autism for dogs.
Which is a thing which we wouldn't have otherwise known about without having a dog being like this. So
he doesn't tick all the boxes. Like he's not antisocial in a way that he doesn't want to interact with humans and other dogs, so he doesn't tick that box.
He loves the need and the want is there for him to socialise, especially other humans. He loves other people and other dogs. When he gets to familiarise and introduce himself to them, he loves them. So
but he does have I would say OCD, where he's very repetitive with certain behaviours. Like before he's able to calm down, he tends to do laps around the house. Sometimes he would actually get settled and feel like he needs to get back up and do a few more laps before he settles again.
He has very specific routines and patterns that he does. Which I think obviously creates that familiarity for him, because that's what he knows.
So that's that basically sums up our recent events with Spot.
And we also, we've asked the vets and the guys over at Pet Barn and the pet places about any recommendations of things. We've tried lots of different therapies in terms of what he might need or what he might respond to, and none of it's worked so far. So we have reached out to a specialist, but we know that there's a really long waiting list for him. He's apparently very, very good at what he does. So we hope that we can hopefully see him in the near future to help with these behaviours. So
we'll keep you guys posted with how we're tracking with Spot and what our plans and intentions are to make him feel comfortable, and how we can suit his needs and how he can be a happy dog. We want to provide this type of information of the reality of what it's like to look after a dog that may be on the spectrum, to reach out to anyone else that might also be struggling with their dogs.
And I'm sure we can't be the only people who experience this, so this might give you a sense of relief that you're not alone, that it is true that you can actually get ASD in dogs. So we'll keep you posted. You guys posted in how we go with his progress.
And how he's tracking and where he's at.
Cool.
Okay.
Thanks for listening.
Thank you guys. Bye.
So we've just got home from the shops, and we bought some things for Spot to deck out the crate to make it his own little space, and we also got him some fun toys, or comfort toys, so he really loves jumping at the moment. So seeing what that's like. Where did they go? Oh, we're stopping for a drink already. Only way he loves having a drink. Is that right? Hello? Are you still drinking?
You realise
yeah. Stretch with the water in his face. Hello, darling. Oh, what's Daddy got? Oh, wow. He's got to warm up to what it is. He's like, what is this? Oh, another one on the roof. We need to get these down. They're up there. As long as it doesn't fly over the next door neighbour. What do you got? What do you got? This is a special one. We like it. Is that nice? What do you think?
Good boy.
I'm going to make this a good spot for you. Good spot for Spot.
Good boy, Scooby. Good boy.